Good day to everybody. So today we are going to speak about the personality types. According to the different sources, we can see different classification of personality types. Today we are going to speak about them. In order to have a good communication skills or succeed in a communication, you should know the types of personality. According to types of personality, you can choose your strategies and methods. So let's begin. Some scientists divide the types of personality into two types, some of them, introvert and extrovert. Look at the screen. What can you see? And what do you think about this kind of people? Just the introvert. And the second type of them are extrovert. Looking at the picture, I think you have got some idea about these people. And the next picture is extrovert people. So extroverts are people who are all very friendly, who try to interest other peoples during communication. They try to be in the center of attraction. They like laughing. They are very interesting people. They are called extrovert. They are open to the world. What's the difference between introvert and extrovert personality type? Introverts prefer less stimulating environment. They don't like to interrupt the environment. But here, extrovert people prefer more stimulating environment. They try to attract others' attention. They like to be with people. This is the main difference between them. So, in general, we can say extrovert people are very active people. Introvert people are passive people. They like to be alone. Introvert people, they like to speak to themselves. They don't like to be involved by active games, while vice versa. Extrovert people, they like active life of. For example, look at the screen comparison chart. You can see introvert and extrovert types of people. Introverts involved more with themselves, get engaged with alone, and have a few friends, while extrovert people involved more friends and family, get bored when they are alone, have a lot of friends, speak a lot, and usually remain in limelight. So the next screen, you can see the difference between introvert and extrovert people. After the lecture, you can look the PPT thoroughly and read the phrases about them, as introvert people prefer passive lifestyle, while extrovert people prefer active lifestyle. So looking at the next picture, you can see the introvert people like email communication, work better alone, tired after socializing, good writers, while extrovert people are big parties, phone calls, teamworks, and good speakers, and usually easily bored. They prefer active life. These are the difference between them. The next picture also shows that introvert and extrovert type of people. In the first thing, you can see they are passive, they are tired, but while extrovert people are active, they work, they are in action. So these are the main difference between two types of people. And what do you think? What kind of personality are you? Are you introvert or extrovert? Think about them. And according to the type of people, you have to choose different strategies in order to achieve your goal in communication. The next picture also shows that extrovert people prefer to work more, while introvert people say enough if they work. Sometimes they are tired, they don't want to act more, and this is the main difference between them. The next picture also shows the difference between extroversion and introversion type of people. They are outgoing. The first lady is outgoing. They quickly prefer active games, active groups, while introvert people try to be passive, and they are the opposite of extrovert people. So next type of personality is dominant personality. This type of personality are highly self-confident. They are task-oriented. They prefer leadership and management positions. They prefer bossing, and especially they are good at problem-solving behaviors. This type of personality prefer controlling or bossing others around, and especially they are focused on achieving goals, and they prefer control and solve the problems. What do you think? Are you dominant personality? Think very carefully about them. While dominant personality prefer taking decisions and leading a people, ruling a people, and especially they want to obey. They want other people to obey them, and especially they make women or just men obey them. Some people say, and in real life, men are dominant than the women. But as researchers say, there are both of the types of people. I mean, the men and women can be dominant people. It depends on their nature, and that's why women also try to be dominant, and the men also want to be dominant. What kind of personality they are, you should find the way to their soul, to their heart, in the communication. If you clarify that they're dominant people, you have to choose another strategy. If you think they are not dominant people, and you can use quite another strategy. Sometimes someone with dominant personality may become aggressive towards others who threatens their authority, and they quickly become aggressive, and they are good at self-defense, and this kind of features belong to them. Next type of people are rigid people. Rigid people, what do you think? What kind of people are called rigid people? Have you ever thought about them? So, rigid people, we are going to speak about them. What kind of people are they? Look at the picture. You can see the girl who is very just like stubborn. These people don't like changes. They don't like to listen to others' ideas. They don't like to confess the truth. They stay in their own opinion. It's difficult to change their ideas. And here, they advise us to be gentle with this kind of people. Try to emphasize with their way of thinking, because when the stubborn people, they how to say it. Stay in their own opinion. It's difficult to change them. They are afraid of being changed, and that's why with these people, it's you have to take special care while speaking. If a person has a lot of ideas, even if they are not feasible, such people stay in their own idea, in their own opinion, and they are always very conflicted people. And in order, some people so simply obey them, or in order to achieve a goal of communication. Sometimes they simply avoid conflicts, and they refuse speaking to these people. In this very case, they should undergo a course of treatment as well as conversation with a psychologist. These kind of people need the help of psychologists. And while communicating with these people, try not to be involved into conflicts. And they are very stubborn, no matter what, following old habits. They prefer follow old habits. So, and they're very emotional, and they're very harmful, and so on. And that's why you should take care before. If you just feel as they are rigid people, you should be careful to talk to these people, and you should be very gentle. Try to avoid some conflict situations. And some classification show another 5-factor model of types of people and personality, which further we are going to speak about. I mean, another type of qualification. Some scientists divide them into 2. Some scientists divide the personality into 5, and some of them divide into 3. And in this presentation, we try to show all the classification of types of personality in psychology. So they say some people are openness to experience, and they have a willing to try new activities, experience different ways of life, and to embrace unconventional ideas. This kind of people are open to the world. They are easily adapt to a new circumstances. This kind of people are called open to the world. Next one, cautious people. They are very next one is extroversion people. Just the slide is moving very fast. After my lecture you can read them again. Extroverts, we have just spoken about them. They are very talkative, lively, outgoing, and so on. And they are easygoing people, and they enjoy, and they are the have to say it, in the center of meeting, and so on. Agreeableness, some people are people who are good at cooperation, and especially they are perceived as being warm in social situations. Low agreeableness results in the selfish behavior and increases levels of negative communication. Next one is neuroticism. People experiencing high level of neuroticism tend to worry and experience anxiety. This may lead to anger and frustration when they focus on negatives instead of positives, especially people stress on negative sides of issues, and this kind of people are called neutralism. And some people divide the types of personality into two A types and B types of personality. This is also another type of classification. So what kind of difference exists between A type of personality and B type of personality? Let's see. Especially that Ray Roseman and the Mayan Friedman since 1950 they divided them into several types of A and B type, and so this is their classification. Now let's see the difference between them. A personality, especially B personality, less affected by stressful situations. They're able to let go. So that means B personality are, have to say it, not very nervous. They are very open to the world. They're easygoing, while A personality are stressed quickly. They are offended quickly. They are a little bit closed. Look at the next screen. You can see A personality competitive, angered easily, feel pressure, impatient, while B personalities are relaxed, easygoing, live at a lower stress levels, enjoy achievements but will not stress, and so on. So you have seen the difference between them. So what kind of advice can we give in order to achieve a good communication skills? So show that you value their opinion. While listening to them, you should show that you value their opinion. You should use some kind of approving in your speech. Look at the picture and read after the lecture. You can read all the sentences thoroughly. So don't show them the decision that the benefit was very good. Show the decisions that will benefit them. You should say that their decision will benefit them in future. You should support them. You should improve their ideas in order to make a good communication skills. Next one, in order to try to persuade them with a politeness, with just gentle words, using some kind of affectionate words. This kind of people sometimes, when they're aggressive, try to persuade them. Negotiate or compromise. In order to achieve your goal, you should negotiate a compromise. Don't choose the conflict way, and the conflict will not bring any good. Sometimes they advise us to stay calm, keep you and control you, yourself. Don't say that they are being stubborn. Don't say a negative word to them. You know they are stubborn, but you should keep your speech, your tongue in. Be patient with these people. Be patient with rigid people or just dominant people. And patience is very useful in achieving good communication. That's very important. So you have to find out how other people like to work and adapt accordingly. In order to achieve very good communication, you have to identify what kind of people personality you are speaking to, and after this, then you have to choose the strategy and method in achieving your goal. Everything is not battle. Sometimes while speaking to this kind of people, you shouldn't forget that everything is not battle, so you can solve the problem without any conflicts. That's why some people are very stressful and they try to battle with others. No, don't forget about battle. So you should be prepared. You should be prepared for the conversation beforehand, knowing that person is aggressive, knowing that this person is stubborn, knowing this person is rigid. You should be prepared beforehand. Even you don't know what kind of person he is, you should be patient. You should control yourself. You should keep yourself under control. Don't take it to the heart. It means don't take everything to your heart. If you say some harmful words, you should use your respect. Try to respect the listener. Try to respect the person whom you are conducting, whom you are working, and I am sure that you will success in communication. That was all for today, and I do hope you got some information concerning to the types of personality and the ways to conduct with them, to speak to them, to have a good communication with them. So don't forget, respect your listener, respect the people whom you are speaking to. Avoid conflicts, and I'm sure you will achieve success after communication, and you will achieve your aim. Thank you very much for being with me. If any questions, you can ask at any time. Thank you.